Welcome to Farming Aid. If you're serious about building a livestock operation that actually sustains itself year after year, fertility is where everything starts. Not just high production, but consistent reproduction, strong offspring survival, and animals that keep performing even when conditions are far from perfect. In today's farming reality, where feed costs fluctuate and environmental pressure keeps increasing, choosing the right breed can mean the difference between constant struggle and a system that works with you. In this video, we break down the top 6 most fertile livestock breeds for a sustainable future, powerful, proven animals, all known for their ability to reproduce efficiently, adapt to tough conditions, and build long-term farm resilience. If you want smarter breed choices, practical farming insights, and strategies that actually improve your results on the ground, subscribe to Farming Aid and stay connected. The first is the Red Maasai sheep, a breed that has evolved under some of the harshest conditions imaginable. Originating in East Africa, this sheep has developed a level of reproductive resilience that is difficult to match. What makes the Red Maasai so valuable is not just that it breeds regularly, but that it continues to do so even when feed quality drops or parasite pressure increases. Many modern breeds struggle under such stress, showing reduced fertility or increased lamb mortality. The Red Maasai, on the other hand, maintains a steady reproductive cycle, often producing lambs with strong survival rates. This is tied to its natural resistance to internal parasites and its ability to utilize low-quality forage effectively. Farmers who work with this breed often notice that they spend less on veterinary interventions and supplemental feeding, which directly contributes to sustainability. Over time, this translates into a system where the animals support themselves, and the farmer's role becomes one of management rather than constant correction. Moving into cattle, the Boran breed offers a powerful example of fertility aligned with environmental adaptation. Developed in arid and semi-arid regions, Boran cattle are known for their ability to maintain reproductive performance even during drought periods. This is not a minor advantage. In many systems, drought leads to delayed breeding, lower conception rates, and extended calving intervals. The Boran cow, however, tends to calve regularly, often maintaining a calf every year under conditions where other breeds would falter. This consistency is driven by a combination of factors, including efficient metabolism, strong maternal instincts, and a genetic predisposition toward reproductive efficiency. Calves are typically born with good vigor, and the cows show excellent mothering ability, reducing the need for human intervention. For farmers aiming to build a sustainable herd, this kind of reliability is invaluable. It allows for predictable herd growth and reduces the risk associated with environmental variability. In the world of goats, the Kiko breed stands out as a model of fertility combined with low-input management. Originally developed in New Zealand, Kiko goats were selected not for appearance, but for survival and reproductive success in challenging conditions. The result is a breed that breeds early, produces multiple kids, and maintains high kidding rates without intensive feeding or health care. One of the defining characteristics of Kiko goats is their ability to maintain body condition while raising offspring, which directly supports consistent reproduction. Many breeds will sacrifice future fertility when resources are limited, but the Kiko tends to balance growth and reproduction in a way that sustains both. This makes them particularly attractive for farmers who want to reduce reliance on concentrates and focus on pasture-based systems. Over time, a herd of Kiko goats can expand rapidly while maintaining health and resilience, creating a self-reinforcing cycle of productivity. Pigs offer another dimension to fertility, and the large black pig provides a compelling case for sustainable reproduction. Known for its calm temperament and adaptability, the large black is also highly fertile, with sows capable of producing large litters and raising them successfully. What sets this breed apart is its ability to thrive in outdoor systems, where it can forage and express natural behaviors. This reduces stress, which is a critical factor in maintaining reproductive performance. Stress can disrupt hormonal cycles and lead to reduced fertility, but the large black's suitability for low-stress environments helps preserve its reproductive efficiency. Additionally, these pigs tend to have strong maternal instincts, leading to higher piglet survival rates. For farmers interested in pasture-based pork production, this combination of fertility and adaptability makes the large black a valuable asset. It supports a system where inputs are minimized and outputs remain consistent. Chickens bring a different perspective, and the Rhode Island Red continues to prove its worth as one of the most fertile and reliable breeds for egg production. While many modern layers have been bred for maximum output under controlled conditions, the Rhode Island Red offers a balance between productivity and resilience. These birds lay consistently, even when conditions are less than ideal, and they maintain good reproductive capacity when allowed to breed naturally. This is important for farmers who want to maintain their own breeding stock rather than relying on external hatcheries. The breed's adaptability to different climates and management systems further enhances its sustainability. It can perform well in free-range environments, where it contributes to pest control and soil fertility while producing eggs. Over time, a flock of Rhode Island Reds can sustain itself, providing both food and income with relatively low input costs. Another cattle breed that deserves attention is the Nguni, a breed that embodies the concept of fertility through adaptation. Originating in southern Africa, Nguni cattle have been shaped by natural selection to thrive in environments with fluctuating resources. Their reproductive efficiency is one of their strongest traits, with cows often calving regularly over long productive lifespans. What makes the Nguni particularly interesting is its ability to maintain fertility under minimal management. These cattle are known for their resistance to diseases and parasites, which reduces the need for veterinary interventions. They also have a strong ability to utilize diverse forage types, allowing them to maintain body condition and reproductive performance even when pasture quality varies. For farmers looking to build a herd that can sustain itself over many years, the Nguni offers a model of stability and resilience. The final breed in this conversation is the Dorper sheep, a breed that has gained global recognition for its fertility and adaptability. Developed in South Africa, the Dorper was designed to perform in arid environments, and its reproductive traits reflect that purpose. Ewes are capable of breeding throughout the year, rather than being limited to a specific season, which allows for more flexible management. This can significantly increase the number of lambs produced over time. Additionally, Dorpers tend to have high lamb survival rates, supported by strong maternal instincts and good milk production. The breed's ability to maintain condition on relatively low-quality forage further supports its reproductive efficiency. For farmers aiming to maximize output while minimizing inputs, the Dorper represents a practical and proven option. When you step back and look at these 6 breeds together, a clear pattern emerges. Fertility is not an isolated trait. It is deeply connected to adaptation, health, and management. Breeds that are well adapted to their environment tend to maintain better body condition, resist disease more effectively, and reproduce more consistently. This creates a positive feedback loop where each generation reinforces the strengths of the last. In contrast, breeds that require high inputs to maintain productivity often struggle to sustain fertility when conditions change. This is why the concept of sustainability in livestock farming is so closely tied to breed selection. Choosing the right breed is not just about immediate output, but about building a system that can endure over time. There is also an economic dimension to consider. High fertility reduces the cost per unit of production by spreading fixed costs over more offspring. It also reduces the need for replacement animals, as the herd or flock can sustain itself. This is particularly important for small-scale farmers, where margins are often tight and external inputs can quickly erode profitability. By focusing on breeds that offer consistent reproductive performance, farmers can create more stable and predictable systems. This stability is a key component of sustainability, both economically and environmentally. Another aspect that often goes unnoticed is the role of genetics in long-term resilience. When farmers select for fertility, they are also selecting for a suite of related traits, including disease resistance, adaptability, and maternal ability. Over time, this leads to a population that is better suited to the local environment and less dependent on external support. This is the essence of sustainable breeding. It is not about maximizing a single trait, but about balancing multiple traits in a way that supports the overall system. As the global conversation around agriculture continues to evolve, the importance of these kinds of breeds is likely to grow. Climate change, resource constraints, and shifting market demands are all pushing farmers to rethink their approaches. In this context, fertility becomes more than just a production metric. It becomes a measure of resilience and adaptability. Breeds that can maintain high reproductive performance under changing conditions will be the ones that define the future of livestock farming. For anyone building or reshaping a livestock operation, the takeaway is straightforward but powerful. Pay close attention to fertility, but understand it in context. Look for breeds that have proven themselves under conditions similar to your own. Consider not just how many offspring they produce, but how consistently they do so and with how much support. The Red Maasai, Boran, Kiko, Large Black, Rhode Island Red, Nguni, and Dorper each offer a different pathway to the same goal, a system that sustains itself while delivering reliable production. As we wrap this up, one thing becomes clear. Fertility is not just a trait. It is the backbone of a truly sustainable livestock system. The breeds we covered, Red Maasai sheep, Boran cattle, Kiko goats, large black pigs, Rhode Island red chickens, and Nguni cattle, all prove the same point in different ways. When animals are well adapted to their environment, they reproduce more consistently, raise stronger offspring, and demand far less from the farmer in terms of inputs and intervention. That is where real efficiency comes from. What makes these breeds powerful is not just how many young they produce, but how reliably they do it under pressure. Whether it is drought, low-quality feed, or disease challenges, these animals keep going. And that consistency is what allows a farm to grow steadily, reduce costs, and stay profitable over the long term. Instead of chasing production with expensive solutions, you are building a system where productivity is natural and repeatable. So as you plan your next move, think beyond size, growth rate, or short-term gains. Focus on fertility, adaptability, and resilience. Because in the end, the farms that succeed are not the ones that push the hardest, but the ones that last the longest. If you found value in this, make sure to subscribe to Farming Aid for more practical insights, smarter breed strategies, and real-world farming knowledge that helps you build a stronger, more sustainable future.